Escudería Telmex and Telcel Racing, adrenaline, commitment, and technology are the results of the professionalism and passion of their sponsors, drivers, mechanics, and a great team of human talent. NASCAR Mexico. The NASCAR Mexico Series was born in 2007 under a licensing agreement with NASCAR with the same rules and regulations as the prestigious North American Series. In this series, the Mexican drivers competing for Escudería Telmex and Telcel Racing are Antonio Pérez, Salvador Durán, Rubén Rovelo, and Daniel Suárez. Toño Pérez. In 2007, he opens the newly created NASCAR Mexico category among the season's top 5. The following year, Toño wins the championship. In addition, he seeks a place in the NASCAR Nationwide in the United States. Salvador Durán. In 2012, Salvador Chava Durán returns to the racetracks after a season-long sabbatical and does it in the NASCAR Mexico category as number 5 for Escudería Telmex, with the goal of winning the championship once more. Rubén Rovelo. Escudería Telmex signs him for the 2008 campaign, leading to his first triumph. In 2009, he earns 7th place in the championship, which he improves to the 6th place overall in 2010. Daniel Suárez. 2007, karts champion. 2008, the driver with the most pole positions and wins in the V6 series of NASCAR Mexico with 3 poles and 3 wins. 2010, NASCAR Mexico Rookie of the Year. 2011, named poleman of NASCAR Mexico by earning 4 privileged positions in the season. 2012, enters the NASCAR K&N Pro Series East. 2012, with 2 dates remaining in the NASCAR Mexico Championship, was leading with 2 victories, 4 poles, and 469 points. Germán Quiroga. In 2011, runs 2 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series races with Kyle Busch Motorsports, including a 16th place in his series debut at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, wins 3 consecutive NASCAR Mexico Series championships from 2009 to 2011, after finishing runner-up in 2007 and 2008. In the 70 races he started in the NASCAR Mexico Series, achieved 16 victories, 50 top 5, and 60 top 10. Was the leader after 12 laps before being relegated to 28th place in his debut in the 2007 NASCAR Nationwide Series at Mexico City's Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. In 2005, as a rookie, won the Formula Renault Mexican Championship. Checo Pérez, Formula 1. In his 2nd season, Checo has so far won 3 podiums, 2 second places in Malaysia and Italy, and a 3rd place in Canada, surpassing the results obtained by the Sauber team throughout its entire history. Becoming the primary driver for McLaren in 2013, he has great potential in the quest for Mexico's first Formula 1 championship. Esteban Gutiérrez, GP2 Series, closes out his 2nd year in the GP2 Series, standing in 3rd overall position. Memo Rojas, Grand Am. In 2012, earns his 4th championship in the prototypes of the Grand Am Series and becomes the Mexican driver with the greatest number of international wins and championships in history. Luis Chapulín Díaz, American Le Mans. In 2009, won the championship of the legendary American Le Mans in the LMP2 class. Jorge Ceballos, British Formula Renault. In 2011, Jorge finished in the top 10 of the Formula Renault 2000, which led to making tests and then beginning 2012 in the British Formula Renault BARC Series, being the youngest member of the M-Tech Light team. Diego Menchaca, British Formula Renault. In 2011, Diego is 3rd in the championship and is named Rookie of the Year in the LATAM Challenge Series, and he is considered to form part of the FIA Young Driver Excellence Academy. In 2012, he becomes part of the Escudería Telmex and races the British Formula Renault with the BTCC package. Advertising presence 2012. With more than 70 races, Escudería Telmex and Telcel Racing are active for 11 months of the year, working to position themselves, together with their sponsors, as the principal racing team in Mexico and one of the foremost teams in the world. making history in national and international auto racing. Mass media, spots in cinemas, television, the press and radio, as well as on outdoor screens on Mexico's main streets and on TV screens in Telmex stores and Sanborns. Special sections with interviews, infomercial and mentions, inviting the public to follow the transmissions at escuderiatelmex.com on television and radio. Ads and infomercials in specialized magazines such as Revista Voces, with distribution to employees and customers of Grupo Carso. Publicity in the 390 Telmex stores. High impact. From January through October 2012, Escudería Telmex and Telcel Racing have issued more than 400 bulletins with the following impact and estimated coverage. Print media. In print media, more than 4,600 articles have been published in the major media, representing an average cost of 276 million pesos. Electronic media. Electronic media coverage has grown significantly because of the great performances by the drivers in their various categories. Approximately 2,500 minutes of airtime has been maintained, resulting in a total investment of approximately 125 million pesos so far in 2012. Internet. The greatest numbers of bulletins on national auto racing have been issued from the escuderiatelmex.com and telcelracing.com websites, offering constant information to diverse, specialized portals. And streaming content is generated there, showing Formula One, GP2, Grand Am, and NASCAR Mexico races. In addition, pages on Facebook and Twitter provide fans more direct contact with everything related to the drivers and their performances. From January through July 2012, using written, electronic, and internet-based informational media, a presence was maintained at an approximate cost of 400 million pesos. Media support. Promotional items in the pole position boutiques in Sears stores throughout Mexico, as well as the trailer with all the sponsors represented during the 14 NASCAR Mexico races and along the route of the Carrera Panamericana. Social activity, racing to change stories. For the past 10 years, Escudería Telmex, Telcel Racing, and their sponsors have been involved in social responsibility programs, which include visits to orphanages and hospitals, in addition to other projects such as Racing to Change Stories, where at the end of each NASCAR Mexico race, wheelchairs and certificates for surgeries are provided to low-income persons, and the Campaign for Road Safety, aimed at reducing the number of deaths caused by automobile accidents among young people between the ages of 5 and 29, because the greatest number of victims is in that age group, and 90% of those deaths can be prevented. Together, Escudería Telmex and Telcel Racing is a championship project, as shown by their achievements. 24 championships, 10 runner-up championships, 394 podiums, and 214 races won. Passion, speed, and technology have led us as a team to achieve winning results for Mexico around the world. Escudería Telmex.